Is domestic abuse a problem in the NFL, and in the general population? Yes, it is. Should NFL players speak out against it? Yes, by all means. Yes, they have a platform and they should use it, especially in light of domestic violence perpetrated by their fellow players. Does this mean they should stop kneeling during the national anthem? No, black men and boys are killed at the hands of police officers at an alarming rate, and it needs to stop. Peaceful protest to bring attention to this serious issue is not hurting anyone, and isn't taking away from other issues that the NFL may want to focus on. As a matter of fact, the players who are protesting are also supporting cancer awareness during the month of October. Imagine that they can focus on more than one thing at a time. In this case, Scott Walker is suffering a case of whataboutism. In this case, you are protesting innocent black men being killed by law enforcement. But what about domestic violence? Why aren't you speaking out against that? State Rep. Melissa Sargent summed it up best when she responded to Gov. Walker's letter. Well, after 7 years in office, I'm glad Scott Walker finally woke up this morning and realized domestic violence in the NFL is a problem. It's a shame Walker hasn't ever spoken up when there's been literal video evidence of brutal physical assaults, or when a player has been repeatedly accused of sexual assault. That fact alone is indicative that this is nothing more than another political stunt for Walker to feel relevant. Scott Walker might not be able to walk and chew gum at the same time, but the rest of us can and should be able to do both. Dialogues about racism and domestic violence are not mutually exclusive, and we shouldn't have to choose between tackling misogyny or domestic violence and systemic racism. She is right, we should not have to choose between tackling misogyny or domestic violence and systemic racism. Hell, we can even talk about preventing mass shootings at the same time, but the idea that a peaceful protest must stop because of another equally important issue is ridiculous. While we are on the subject, I would like to ask Gov. Walker what he has done to prevent domestic violence. And why hasn't he done anything about racial disparities in the state? Of course, we know the answer to these questions, and it's that he has no interest in doing anything about either issue. But he will gladly use them both to score points with his base.